The next skill we're going to take a look at is off-balancing. Off-balancing is another very important concept in Greco Roman wrestling. The purpose of off-balancing is threefold. One, off-balancing for the direct score, off-balancing for the purpose of setting up an offensive score, and off-balancing for the purpose of establishing dominance on the feet. So we're going to take a look at a couple important things in off-balancing. First of all, one concept that you want to communicate in off-balancing is the concept of creating pressure and then reversing that pressure. Without pressure, it's very hard for me to off-balance and take my opponent out of position. But if I can make contact and if I can push, and now the idea of pushing also is pushing under control, and it goes back to basic position. If I'm here leaning, I'm pushing out of control, and my opponent can snap and off-balance me. So when you push and make contact, this leg goes forward, hip position solid, I'm controlling my tie, I'm pushing. As I push, I create pressure, and then very simply I can reverse that pressure to off-balance my opponent. Pressure, reverse the pressure, pressure, reverse the pressure. A couple little drills, position drills that you can use with your athletes to help them learn to off-balance their opponent are these. Again, this very simple one, a 2-on-1, pressure, create pressure, push, 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 change it up, step back, pull their opponent to the mat. Bicep collar tie, again, keeping that elbow tight, pressure, push, push, create pressure, snap down, off balance. Under-over position is a very common position. Now from this position, again, maintaining good position with the feet, pushing forward a little bit, pressure here, and then off balance back to the side. So we went from the first two attacks, pressure in, pull back. Now this is a little bit different in that we're pulling sideways and then pulling back sideways again here to take our opponent off balance. Another little way you can off balance your opponent, will use a head and arm attack or a collar arm attack. Going to control a head and an arm here and just back pedal and circle, take my opponent right off his feet, right to the mat. And along the same line, from the same position, we're going to start with that kind of pressure here. He resists back. I created pressure this way. I'm going to come right back to off-balance my opponent this way. All these examples, you can see the concept of create pressure one way, snap back the opposite way.